Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Good evening. How's it going? We're back. Oh, and it's hot here today. Um, Finally, no complaints. Let me just double check the sound, so I don't have to bother you guys with. Yeah, working, working. Here we go. Okay, I've got my mint tea. Well, I don't want my mint tea now. Let's get into the chart straight away. Um, Opening range gap, hang in here. Um, First presented. Um, let's see. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm gonna look at the 4 hour. What we've been doing. The quality is so bad. Let's have a look. Hmm. I wonder if we're gonna take out that low, those equal lows now in this session. So, hmm. Are we gonna go into consolidation a little bit in the morning? Let's see if it's gonna run to that equal lows now. We're tapping into an old daily high right now, so um I wonder because we took a monthly level, a mid level. We went to the 50% of the month. Um, on the 15, we've got equal lows, very, very close here, right over here. Asia low as well, right over here. Let's see where Asia lows. But I wonder if we're gonna do that now. It's just gonna trick us. It's such a good area just to keep on see here. Asia lows right below us. These lows are here. These lows are here. Why is my oh, here we go. Um, this looks very juicy, right? So I think they're just enticing everybody to go short because these equal lows and all daily. Um, I think we have to. I think they're going to go in consolidation right now for a little bit. I think we might have to wait until 10:30. This is one of those areas that they fool everyone. Asia low is equal 15-minute equal lows below us. It's too easy. They're gonna fool everybody. Um, yeah, so I'm not touching anything right now. I'm just gonna wait. If it goes, it goes, but I just don't trust it at all. Uh, yeah, I've seen this a little bit too many times. Look at the 4 hour, 2 wicks on both sides. Always be cautious when you see this. And we've got the upper wick. Now, you see two large wicks on both sides. Just going to chop around for a little bit until it breaks one of the two, right? So let's see, where is the 75, the 1.6 right over here. That is in 0.5 is here. And if we go down, we already went into the 25. Oh, we didn't touch the 25 yet. Okay, let's see. Yeah, just be. I know a lot of people are going short now, but that's the tricky part. I'm not doing anything because of these large wicks. I'm just going to wait. Gonna wait a little bit longer. I think. Oh, do you see? I see something here. Let me break this one here. Did we touch? Let's see. Okay. If there's too much noise in the background, let me know because that's the fan. It was so hot here, so I was like, oh my god, just gonna switch it on for a little bit. I can switch it off now because it's already. And if it gets too hot, I'll switch it back on. If you see me sweating. Voice is annoying me as well. I can imagine. I think the mic might pick it up as well, so we don't want that. Yeah. Now this looks for our continuation candle. If I look at it, like you know, this is the manipulation way to do it. But I wonder if it doesn't want to go up a little bit higher. And this is a perfect area to trick everyone, right? So it went up to a 0.5 of the opening range gap. And it's too easy now to take out that 15-minute, those equal lows. And Asia lows just below us, right? So I'm just wondering if it's just, we're just going to stall here. Asia lows below us here. This is the, we took out London high here, and we have not taken out this low. Tricky area, tricky area. But I'm not entering a short right now. If it goes, it goes. Now I do see we have this beautiful first percent fair value gap of the yesterday's PM session right over here. Let me go to the 1 minute. So that's the green box. It's a very small one on the 1 minute. So does it overlap with anything? Let me see. Oh, it overlaps with this. Okay. Well, we'll see. I just don't trust this area at all. I'm just going to wait until 10:34ish and see what it does. It's 7 past 10. If it goes, it goes. We're just futzing around. So I'm going to have my 4 o'clock here, and it's already dancing around the 4 o'clock all this time. It's just tapping into it. I know how to go to this area now. And it's really close to the midnight and the 10 o'clock. Oh, the 10 o'clock is here now. Did we? Yes, we opened at 10 o'clock. We just have to wait, guys. Obviously. Yesterday I was you know, in hindsight, I can't see how the price action really was because you just see large candles. But the moment I logged off, it made that move finally. But I think it was still hard price action. See how it's not going down, right? It's just fooling everyone now. Why? Because we have a large wick on the previous 4 hour and on this one. Now we did some retesting in this one already, so let's see how far it's going to go up into this one. Now on the daily, I'm still bullish on the daily, to be honest. We still have a lot of we have a no buy side on that N walk. This N walk only is filled until the half of the N walk. We really need some buy side above this area, so I wonder if it's going to go up. So, what? I think I've taken a lot of people out. Everyone is saying, "Oh my God, it's going short! It's going short!" Because we've got same and say delivery on the 5 minute. Yes, you have, but it is totally not convincing to me yet. Okay, we're tapping into the first presented. Let's see a bit rejection here. Or are we going to go up into this little volume imbalance here right over here? I think it's just going to futz around in this range for a while until everybody's bored to death. Until everybody's like so fed up with it and like, oh my God, I'm Q again. But let me check. I haven't been in gold a lot, but for some reason, I just, yeah, I'm gonna leave gold. I think gold is gonna be on the menu again after Thanksgiving. It'll be back. We'll be back into gold. Okay, here we go. Oh, I like this 150. First percent fair value gap. Okay. See, it's just going back and forth, back and forth. That's what I love. I do like big. I always say I love big wicks because it sort of like tells you, it knows, you know what to expect, right? You know that, okay, it's not going to run in one time. At some point, it's going to run, but it needs to go back and forth for a couple of times. And if you look at those gradients, at some point you'll be able to recognize some logic to it. But if I see this already and in combinations open at 50%, okay, it's going to I think this Asia range really close by, equal lows. Everybody's going to go short because everyone's going to like, oh, it's going down now because we've got these lows and we've got Asia, so that's what they do, right? It's too easy. So let's see. You would say that they will go a little bit low, even though if they will go up, right? You would think they might take a little bit lower before going up. The question is, what are they going to do? Now, let's have a look at the monthly quickly because the monthly, we have a monthly end. I want to know where we are. Okay, so we are really, really, really far above the original TGI. I think we turned into a green, from a bearish monthly candle into a, hey Jadesai, if I pronounce your name correctly, how are you doing? Let me quickly I call this my reverse TGIF. There is logic to it, guys. There is logic to it. And reverse. Okay, let's see. Is it? Isn't that funny? This. Wow. I'm gonna grade. So I'm actually more bearish than bullish, to be honest. Because on the one day, on the daily, we still have that end walk without. And I just want to see how this matches with the weekly. Because the weekly is also ending, right? But I don't know. Friday is half a day, so they still could do a lot of things on Friday. But let's see if we have any logic here. I don't think anything's going to happen until 10:30. There's no trade for me until that time. How are you doing, Jada says? Jada Sai, I think I have to say, right? Jada Sai. Weekly. I want to go to the weekly quickly. Oh, I am on the weekly. Did I not? I made a mistake here, I think. I made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake. My bad, guys. This is the monthly. Okay, this needs to go away. I'm sorry. But this is still valid. We did not trade. I need to switch this back to. I need to switch this back. Here we go. Okay, we are below, we are above it. Okay, I am going to switch it back. So do you think we're going to go higher? Here we go. So this level here, 372. What do I have here? I have a level here that I think might be reached today, 356. And that is just very near that level here. And then I go to the weekly. Not you. The weekly. Yeah, the weekly is going to go into this week. And you see, these are the TGIF levels of the monthly. So I'm just thinking now, if this is the, I do believe we are going higher into this week. This week to do that. I know it looks bearish, but I'm thinking I am higher time frame bullish. I think everybody thinks it's going to go down. It could go down, but I think we might tap into this level here. Let's see. Here we go. And then I just here. Yeah, okay. One, go to the daily. Now, let me show you on the daily what I was talking about. This N walk on the daily, we only have sell side, no buy side on in this whole N walk. On the daily, on the 4 hour, you see candle bodies up to a midpoint, and then also the top is totally open. So once it goes in, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a full daily body candle going through the through this N walk. So that means we're going higher. This I have this as my TP for today. To the upside, I do think we could reach that. But it could also happen Friday or next week. I don't know. So yeah, the only thing that worries me now is that we in the daily we have a wick here, we have another wick, we create a lower wick, and then we go down for today and go to this rejection block here, right, on the daily. So this one needs to be, this is going to be a nasty area once we get into this area here, because a large wick is a lot of imbalances and it takes time. It's just going to be back and forth, high resistance, high. I like large wicks, but not on the daily, to be honest. I like them on the 4 hour and on the 15 or something, but not really on the day. This is a lot. This is huge. It's 300, over 300 points. It's not going to be a nice area. We're in his, but anyway, we'll see. Just have to be aware. Go. The 4 hour. Back to the 4 hour. We just have to wait. We just have to wait. Like I said, it's not going to do much in this area now. I think maybe even till 11 o'clock we might have to do. It's nothing to do. We'll see after 10:34. Maybe after 10:34, 30-ish. We'll just wait. It's consolidation. We're in 15-minute consolidation. We're still in consolidation. See, we're clearly consolidation. Oh. But the monkeys are here. Let's make sure they don't come in. I can see them through the window. We actually had a really good move in London, even though Asia was quite volatile. It was quite a large move in Asia. So I was thinking maybe London was going to be very, a lot of consolidation, but we actually had a good move in London as well. So it doesn't really surprise me now that we have this price action, but this is quite a lot. This is not a small move for Asia, right? And then London extended a little bit higher, created the high around 230-ish, the low around 420, went back into it, another low, and now another high. So it's just took out London low and London high, but not Asia. We haven't taken out Asia though. Yeah, the dog. They go mad when the monkeys are around. Not my dogs, by the way. You can hear the monkeys now. The monkeys, they're so cute. They're just very sweet. They're a lot of babies now. Oh, there you are. There's one mommy with two babies. Yeah, very cute. Oh, hey, it's okay. The monkey, they just want to come. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, this dog. You'll hear some noise because they're on the rooftop now, so they're gonna throw around. They always arrange my chairs, so you'll hear chairs falling, and they're playing on the chairs. So there's so many babies. They're very cute, very small. I've got a window with a tree in front of me as well, so I can see them going back and forth. You'll see them maybe on my roof, on my balcony. They're not allowed to come in. They know. They keep on trying. Gigi, where are you? Okay. We just have to be patient. Hello, hello. A's FX. How I'm doing fine. Yourself? We have to be patient with this price section. Had a good London session. How about you? Had a nice day in between. It was a beautiful day here, so nice and sunny. But I made some content for the channel, and yeah. So I'm from the Netherlands, but I live in South Africa. But I'm Dutch originally. So, so I'm talking about monkeys, but we don't have monkeys in the Netherlands, so that's why I'm living in South Africa. Um, yeah, so everything you see here, the birds you hear, all South African birds, monkeys. How about yourself? Where are you from? Where are you from? Oh, I'm gonna put the overlay on because we don't have much to. There's just we're just in consolidation at the moment, so I think we're gonna be in consolidation for a little bit longer. So I'm gonna put this on. Oh, hold on. So here we go. I want to, yes, okay. I'm okay. Well, welcome. Listen, the reason I started this channel is to help people. So you're more than welcome, but um, you have to work for it. It's hard. There's a lot to learn, but it's possible. And I think if you are clean and have no other retail BS already in your backpack, I think you will be much faster than most of us. Because I was one of those people that learned a lot of retail bullshit. So I lost 3 years of my trading life. But if are you also very young, or because we have a lot of youngsters here and they learn so fast, and I mean some of them are even better traders than I am, I think. In all honesty. Um, yeah. So I have a Discord as well, and what I'm doing in the Discord, I am making a database from ICT, really focused on beginners, where to start, and I have taken some things out, like for example, 23, awesome. We got a few 22ers, 23 as well. But in the Discord, I made a ICT library, and I'm just putting in. I think everyone should know the core content because that's the basis. And I think you should start there. There are shortcuts, but I think the core content is so important because if you are listening to anyone else or even to me, and if I say something that's not correct, you know, okay, hey, she's talking bullshit. Because you want to have like ICT says himself, you know, a lot of people butcher his work and they give it their own twist, but it's not really how it really works. So the core content, especially month 4, but month 1 to month 5 are very important. And then I took out a couple of months because I thought, you know, if you're interested, you can do that later on, but it's not necessary to get started. And then, actually, what he said last time was actually you could go backwards, and because he is lifting the veil on a lot of things. But I think if you have done nothing yet, you have to start with core content. And I've added that on my Discord. And then from there on, I've added a few I'm not putting too much there because I'm like, you know, let us start and let's see who's coming in because I just started this channel, right? And I thought, okay, let's see who's coming in, but I really want to focus on people that are just starting because I know how overwhelming it is with ICT. So I put the description. Let me copy the in the chat so you don't have to go to the description. Okay, here you go. This is the Discord. So it's I just started the Discord, so it's a little bit. We're still getting started, and I have there is another coach, a mentor. We are doing collaboration. He has a mentorship, but he's providing free. We made a channel with his free. He's going to present a lot of PDFs there about specific topics, which he does an excellent job. I can't do that how he does. So I'm very happy with his offer to do that. So it's called Wiki University. So he'll provide a lot of information as well. So we're just getting started. So and we'll slowly grow into, we don't know, whatever. Oh, I did it from the wrong chat. I can't do anything from here. Anyway, let me do it in the other. I can't open my chat from my other. Let me see. But you're more than welcome to come to join that. It's a free Discord. It will stay free, and it will be focused, especially in the ICT area, on beginners, and obviously and we'll build from there. So, hey, but listen, if you learn ICT at such a young age, and you take your time, and you have proper risk management, you'll be fine in life. Really, you will. I wish I was younger when I started. But hey, things work out. I mean, I've got I've learned a lot of other things as well. But anyway, let me, well, I need to open up my, oh guys, I'm almost at 400 subscribers. Are we gonna make it this, are we gonna make it this session maybe? That would be exciting just before the holidays. Oh, really? No, 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 no. You know, ICT teaches for free, and I think we should. And no, you didn't waste any years. Really, you're so young. Don't worry about it. I understand, but you know what? It's good that you maybe did not, because otherwise you would be just focused on the charts, and then you wouldn't be a teenager. And now you're a little bit older, and now you're ready to go. And now maybe also, you know, you've had maybe your wild years, or maybe you still have your wild years. I mean, I was. Um, but no, you're more than welcome. ICT teaches for free, so I do believe that we have to teach it onward. Everything that's ICT related should be free, because it's all free on his channel anyway. So anyone who teaches you or asks money for anything ICT, do not engage. You know, if they, you know, some people made maybe a indicator. Of course, if they put money in something or they develop something, of course they can ask something for it. That's okay. Or you know, I have someone who asked me one-on-one coaching. I will charge for that, because that's a lot of time, because I have to prepare, and it's really, really intensive, not only for me, but also for the person who wants it. So I'm not doing that a lot, but that's something really, really that you really are so, but you know, just teaching someone and helping people to speed up their process, and sharing what you know, you know, like this always should be free. Discords, ICT Discords should be free. People who charge money, it's not okay. It's really not okay. Unless you provide something new, or you had did something, you know, it's just, it's not okay, I think. But that's my opinion. But, because if people say they're such a good ICT traders, why do they need Discord monies and stuff like that, right? That you learned for free, you didn't spend any money on education, because that's most of the times the most expensive thing. I see you, monkey. The little one. He's looking at me, and he's like, "What are you doing again? You're sitting in front of a computer talking to yourself. You're crazy." Yes, we are crazy. We traders are crazy. let's not talk about the one-on-one coaching here, because I actually don't want to mention it, to be honest. But hit me up on the Discord. We'll chat about it. But I'm also, yeah. Um, you know, I would just start with the core content first. I would rather have you first start with the core, because you need to study that first. You know, you need to have a basis first. I think also I wouldn't do one-on-one coaching if you really have no knowledge at all, because the first part you have to do yourself anyway. So I think that's a waste of time and money for you if you don't know the basis, and the basis is already in the Discord. And I think core content is really the basis that you need, and from then maybe, because then, you know, you speed up with really having the basic knowledge already. But because you need to study anyway, I think, you know, you don't need a coach for that. You just need to go through the videos, and from there on, When you start, going into the charts, you start paper trading and you start finding, and then you'll start figuring out, oh my God, this is difficult. This is something I'm experiencing or that, and you don't know that yet. And that's just, the basic is just studying first, and then there's still a lot more to study. Don't worry about that, but you need the basis first. So I don't think it's something that is suitable for you when you really, really start. All the content is for free, but it will speed up. If you really want to speed up, once you have the basic knowledge, then having a coach. I sometimes still have a coach for my trading or for my. It's in any level you are. It's sometimes good to have a coach and to help on specific things. It's not something that's all only applicable to beginners, right? So it depends on what area you want to work on and which you want to improve. So yeah. Monkeys. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about the content that's in the Discord, and I'll ask Wiku as well because he already made a lot of content, and we will help you. It's yeah, that will be that's the purpose of the channel. So, I think with you, because you're so young and your mind is still, if you study every day in the beginning, I think you can be profitable within a year. I really believe that. Being young and if you put in the work and you're very serious, I do think that someone who's really young and like you study every day, a few hours at least, well, let's say you have a weekend, we skip the weekends, but you see it as a really like an education. I think 1 year, 1.5. Yeah, created. I think that's you need the Discord because that's where we can communicate as well outside the YouTube. So I just created the Discord also to be able to be communicating to the people outside and also do some educational stuff and get-togethers in the weekends and stuff like that. But don't be focused on the money right now because it might take you 2 or 3 years. But um, it's more important just to see it like you're getting a PhD in finance, right? If you become a doctor or a nurse, you have to study first and then you work your way up. See it like that. And then don't be focused on the money right now because you're not going to make any money. You most likely will lose a lot of money in the beginning. Then you get to the break-even stage. The break-even phase, most people are very annoyed with that because it takes a long time, but it's a good phase to be in because you're actually really growing, and then you'll start making money. But there's so many things you come across when you start growing in your trading identity. It's such a it's a beautiful journey, and I do believe the younger you are, the better. But you're never too old to start. Hey, listen, I think it's for everyone, but if you're young, you have an advantage. You really do. Okay, guys, we're still we went into that little volume imbalance. What time is it? 10:36. See, I said there's nothing going to happen until 10:30. Um, it's so predictable in a way. It's so predictable. Let's see what we're going to do. Okay, we have a wick here as well. Let's see how far we're going to go into this wick. You'll see me grade a lot of wicks here. Oh, we're in the end walk. I can be your mommy. Let me put it that way. That's what I'm going to say about it. I've been told not to tell my age because it doesn't make any. I never really. I've never had any issue with it, to be honest. But I think it's nice not to tell it. But I'm older than you think I am, most likely. But I can be your mommy. Yes. I'm from the Madonna. I grew up with Madonna. Okie dokie. Now, let's see. No worries. No worries. What can I call you? SFX. I'm gonna call you SFX. SFX. But yeah, just yeah, you'll get there. I'm sure if you're a very I mean the fact that you already said I wish I started 6 years before. That's like 22-year-olds that wanted to start at 18. Then you're quite serious. Amos. Oh wow, that's a beautiful name. Wow. Where in India are you located, by the way? I traveled to India a while back. It was beautiful, and I had Avneet is one of the he comes in the chat a lot as well, and we talk about Indian food and stuff like that. Quite a few Indians here. Actually, when I started the channel 3 months, well, it's now three months and a week. I had my first big group was a group Indian, and suddenly I think the algo is not pushing my streams. They're pushing it in different areas now, I think. So I'm happy to have some Indians back again. Yes. Okay, like I said, I think we're going into this, but I just want to make sure we're not going to go. I do have this area here, but I'm from South India, Karnataka. Wow. Okay, that's not in Kerala or Bangalore. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put off chatting because I think we're getting some action here. There we go. We're not chatting anymore. We're focusing again on the price section because are we now getting that move? Because I think it went. Look, let me go to the daily. Amos, let's start with your first lesson. So this green box is an N walk, and an N walk is a new week opening gap. That's a gap that is created when the future markets close at the evening, 4:15, and it opens at 6. Then there is a gap because there's 1 hour that there is no trading. But and those are this green box. And N walk is very important because the market doesn't do anything else than seek liquidity and balances out imbalances. There's nothing else that the market does. It only looks for liquidity, or it creates liquidity. That's like when we are in consolidation or when we are in time distortion. It just creates liquidity for another moment to take out. But technically, this green box is a gap. Just like these wicks are also just a group of gaps, and that's why it takes such a long time when you have large wicks. The price goes back and forth. So for me, saying, oh, we don't have to do anything else before 11 is because I understand how price action. If I see a lot of these wicks, I already know, oh, we're going in here, we're going to work. It's going to work through these gaps, and it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, but this N walk, so when price is unbalanced, that means if there's only so the black candle is sell side. So price went to the downside here, right? You see, but you see the rest of the green box only had wicks. It doesn't have any buy side. So in order to become balanced, you need sell side, buy side. So that means there is no. So on the 4 hour, we do have some, as you can see here. I'm looking at this green box, right over here. So in this box, you see we do have buy side, sell side, but nothing above the midpoint. So for me, it's sort of like, once it goes in, it doesn't need to be here, but it needs to be here in order to create that balance. And plus, we also have a little gap here. This is here is when you have an opening. It's most likely, I think it's one. I'm not sure. Let me see. Is it overlapping? This is the close. The open is 7 to 50, and the close The close 81. Uh-huh. The close 81.25 in the open. Oh, 82. Okay, 82. No, okay, there is no gap here. So this, I'm not going to mark anything here, but I do have a old level here that is important to me, 353-ish. So I'm wondering if we do go up and we fill this, we balance out this imbalance, because we got liquidity here as well, right? This is a wick, this is a wick, but now we've been working, we might reject one time here and then take it out. So we'll see. Um, so that's what I'm looking at. But hey, it could also just slam down on me and not go here, right? Because it's very manipulative now. But I do believe we are going, I think we are going into this wick here, going to the upside. Yes. We have a 1 hour wick here as well. Now see here what happens. We tapped into the 1 hour wick. We already reached the 50%. What else do we have to do? A 4 hour wick. Yes, the 4 hour wick is even longer. So let me quickly. Okay, we're here at the 0 1/3. Let's see. We get a rejection here. Let's see. I'm getting more interested in the long now, but I still want to wait for the next macro. So ICT has macros. That means the macros that are called the macros are every hour, almost every hour there is a macro, which is from the 10 to the hour to 10 past the hour. It doesn't have to do it, but there is the macros is like where price falls to liquidity or balances out that imbalance. So your trades will be more likely to work when you use the macros in your analysis. Now you need more because sometimes it runs outside the macro and then it just uses the last little bit inside the macro to reach that last bit of liquidity. And then you miss the whole part of the move, right? So that will happen in the beginning, and that's very frustrating. But at some point, you will understand. Okay, what is the market? What is the liquidity it's going for, right? So I see liquidity here. I see liquidity here. But we have to go through the wick now. We rejected at 1/3 level here. So let's see. And now this is just all creating, this is created liquidity now, a high, a lower high. So we might get another one lower and then, yes, well, you're welcome. I stream twice a day. I do London and I do one session in New York. Sometimes it's the AM session, sometimes it's the lunch PM session. But I've started with the it depends. It depends how you. More analysis leads to paralysis. Take the trade and manage risk. Well, are you profitable? You need some analysis, but you're right about one thing. Too much analysis gives paralysis, but you need to find the balance in that. But if you don't know what you're talking about, then you just take a trade, then you're just a gambler. You can manage risk whatever you want, but if you're gambling, I mean, what's the point? For me, it's I am very I am addicted to to figuring out how the algo works. So yeah, and for me, it's I need 4 or 5 confluences, and then I take the large distribution moves. So I'm a distribution trader. I take larger moves. So yeah, I need some analysis. So what and how to use the macro? So it's so I'm waiting now for the macro, right? So let's say, for example, 10 to the hour to 10 after the hour. It just depends if you are already sure what direction is the market going. For me, it's not really clear at the moment if it's going to go down. If you take Asia, because we have Asia lows here still, right? And we still have these 15-minute and these lower time frame liquidity levels here. So I wouldn't be surprised the macro takes this out, but I'm going to let that run. because I'm not interested in a short right now. I could be wrong. But the macro spools to those levels and it takes out that liquidity. It only in during a macro it takes not only but most of the times it takes out the liquidity during a macro or runs into an old imbalance. Yeah. But with this price action, I'm going to be very cautious. Hey, you live up in screen. All the best. Oh, are you with Pratik? You don't trade the NQ at all or gold? Well, I'm happy to hear that you're 4 years profitable. I would love to hear your strategy, by the way. Just curious. And if you trade ICT as well, or I do trade gold. Yes, I do trade gold. Actually, I started on request of people here because I've been trading NQ only for 3 years, and there were people here like, "Oh my God, you need to trade gold. You need to trade gold." So I started looking into it, and I loved it because my strategy and my setups work there as well. But lately, I find gold it's just been too much in consolidation and on the higher time frame, so I just have avoided it a little bit. But I did see some good moves. But after Thanksgiving, I will look into gold as well. Are you interested in gold? Are you interested? You don't have to call me ma'am, by the way. You're very polite. I like that, but it makes me feel old. Just call me Iris, or just. Oh, you're also so polite. I only in the market. I do intraday major to index via options and also do swing trading. Yes, gold and beef. Okay, well that's nice. Yeah, I think the Indian market gives a lot of opportunity, right? And it's late. It's late for you guys now, right? Because you're 6 hours ahead, I think. So it's almost time for you guys to go to bed. I mean, that's. But thank you for popping by. I appreciate it. And just say hello. Just pop by sometime and say hello. I would love that. I love to have the Indians in my stream. I had a really really nice group, but they were really in the beginning, and I haven't seen them for a while. Only one or two are popping in sometimes and say hello. But maybe they could be here and just they not. Maybe they're just not. They're just trading maybe. So. So it's a little bit quiet today anyway. I think because people are already getting ready for the holidays, right? So it's 9:20. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, here it's you'll see it gets dark here very quick. Oh, have fun. What time is it here? Oh, it's almost 6 p.m. here. So, but it's like pop. It's like pop, and it's dark. People are like, wasn't it just light in your place? So yeah, it was. And then it goes very fast. Okay, now let's see. We are above the opening range gap. So the opening range gap is different than the NWAG, Amos. Opening range gap is the gap between New York close and the 9:30 open. So it's actually we call it the RTH gap. I use SL hunting only. I use technical for trend identification and for major sub and resistance. Okay, well, hey, if you're for 4 years profitable, you figured it out, right? So, I mean that's really good. You need to find one thing that works for you and just focus on that. And if you figure it out, you stick to it. Okay, so I'm not in a trade right now, but you can see we're above the midpoint. We already rejected here. Let me go to the lower time frame. It might be long. We're in the macro right now. Oh shit. We're going above the first presented fair value gap here. I'm still not interested. Hey, Wiku, how are you? I was just mentioning you. I was just talking about you because Amos is in the chat. You can see him in the chat as SFX 2616, and he's totally new to ICT and trading, and he wants to learn. I said, well, you're more than welcome, but we also have someone who's going to post very informative new stuff, and so I named you because yes, it's chop chop chop. It's a chop 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 day. But I do think, Wiku, I'm bullish. I think we're going into this NWOG and we're going to fill this NWOG because we don't have any buy side on the daily basis. On the daily, we only have one wick and it's all wicks. And on the 4 hour, we only have buy side, sell side until the midpoint, as you can see. So I do think we might get a daily candle all the way through to the NWOG if it pops. I wonder if it does that today, but that's one of my analysis, and I've got one TP right just below the previous week high. So I wonder if we're going to take out the previous week high. So it's just below here. That's a level that once we pop, I might think we could go there, but obviously I'm not sure. Um, but yeah. So you see the macro, sometimes the macro doesn't run, but it could just start running around 11. Let's see. I'm just not too eager to trade now, being the day that it is and tomorrow holiday. I might, if I really, really want to start going, I might get in. We'll see. Hey, Avneet, how are you doing? Nothing today. I still think we're gonna fill this end wall. And it's gonna be, because we needed one large big candle going through it to balance out the imbalance here, right? We've got only sell side. We have nothing here. So I wonder if we're gonna pop really fast. So I'm sort of like waiting for that. It's been consolidating, and I'm actually because I think it's gonna really, really run. I'm getting in with one micro though. I think I'm gonna put it on. Yeah, we're in. I'm I'm already in. I'll mimic it here. I'm gonna put it here because this is my TP. I might be too early, but let's see. I think if it's gonna go, I think it's gonna be really, really very fast. So let me see. Where's my breaker? I know it's a large stop. Yeah, I'm gonna do this here. This is okay. And it's a 2R, but because it's such a large move, and I think it's sort of tipped its hand to me a little bit, but I could be stopped out. I'm not gonna wait. If it goes below the 930, the macro is running, so I'm just gonna give it some time. But if it starts going down in the macro, I'm gonna exit very fast. I'm not gonna wait. It actually should be below the inversion. Inversion. Let me go to the 5 minute. Yeah, I'm gonna give it some time. I'm not letting myself being stopped out by this move. Still in it. It might take a while. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. But once it goes, it goes. Hey, I take shorts. Yeah, but I think I said it. I think it's not going to take out because everybody thinks that there was a 15-minute low, and I think it was going to fool everyone with that Asia high. So I said it beginning of the stream, I think a lot of people are going to be fooled by that move because I think it's not going to take it out now. It's too easy. Hey, Shoulder Gold, how are you doing? Long time no see. I think I haven't seen you for a couple of days. I know everyone who's not here for a couple of days. You think I don't know you guys, but hey, I might have forgotten your number where you subscribed, but I know when you're not here. How are you doing? How's it going? Yeah, it's sort of like I like that. It's nice that we have a holiday, right? But I'm sort of like, oh my God, there's no streaming for in 2 days, and I'm gonna miss it. So I sort of like became my part of my daily routine. So I'm gonna miss it. Yeah. Oh, you got a 2R? You got a partial? Okay, so you took partial. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, no, I thought when I saw this price section already and the levels, I thought, okay, no, it's not going to go lower than the 50% and fool everyone because Asia low here and there. And yeah, I really think we need to do some business here. I just have to manage my trade. I would think you're at work. Okay, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I'd love it that you're popping by and just say hello. See, we've got such a nice community already. So just so happy. You guys make me so happy, really. 351. Let's see if I can get my TP on this day. Okay, there we go. Go, go, go. Pop, pop. I wonder if this is my TP, but the previous week high is just above it, so I'm not sure if we're gonna. I wonder if it's gonna get to that. Come on, go, go, go! Yay! I'm like a child. Like I'm so happy that my trades are working out. I had a really 2 days ago. I mistaken the distribution, the manipulation move for the distribution move. So, and it was London, and I was like, okay, and TP1 was hit and TP2, and I was like, I was already saying, I'm like, I think TP, this is it, and then I did not really react, and I missed that whole move to the downside. And as a distribution trader, that was quite frustrating, to be honest. But that happens sometimes, right? That you're off. You just, you see it, but you don't react upon it. Um, you know and sometimes your analysis is correct and your execution also is on point because sometimes you can do analysis and then you still execute very shitty. Okay, now I'm gonna trill after a move like this, but I'm still not bringing it to break even because I'm a little bit nervous with this price action. I'm not nervous, but I just don't want to be stopped out. Yeah, this will be a monster, a nice move for Thanksgiving. Thank you, NQ, if you do that for me. Let me put on my magnets because magnets work. Last time they did not, but sometimes nothing is 100%, but magnets always do a good job. There you go. There we go. So it's just this N work that doesn't have the imbalance. It just needs to, so there's only sell side here. So I think once it goes over this level here, it's going to pop to fill this. It needs to be a daily candle, so it cannot stop now. Because I think if once it started doing the balancing, I think we're going to get a candle like this. But hey, I could be wrong. But if not, it's going to be a monster trade. I do think we're going to get maybe a small retracement because we're at the 50% level, right? So that's why I'm not trailing my stop too high. Because we're at the midpoint. Midpoint is always a point of liquidity. You can expect a little bit of a pullback. It could reverse all the fully. Could. So it could be stopped out. But who knows? Maybe it's my lucky day today. Maybe it's my lucky day. Yeah, we took out liquidity though, or not yet. Yeah. That would be nasty that they go back down and take out this, right? And then go back up. Could be. Hey, it's NQ, NQ, NQ. In SL Hunting, we celebrate when there's a weak height of days are near. That's actually a plus point if you're into a long trip because they're liquidity giving areas, so no worries. Magnet. Yeah, magnet. Hey, listen, it's not. It's. The magnets are the ones that are doing the job. If you put on the magnet, it doesn't matter if you can't trade or not. The magnets are there, guys. That is actually the secret. It's the magnets. They don't tell you. They don't teach you that. But they really think there is a logic to it, but it's really the magnets. There we go. Come on. Go, 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 go. Give me one time a fast trade. I mean, I haven't had like a fast trade for such a long time. It's like hours, and like, oh my god. And then I keep talking. I'm like, so I'm trying now to make 15-minute recaps. I'm like, but there's trades that I have. I'm like, oh my god, they're 1 hour or something. Like, how I have to take so many things out. That's how I'm noticing. Like, oh, there's not a short trade like a really fast trade anymore. Who's in along with me? Anyone in along as well? Let's see. Okay, now what's the midpoint between this and this? Then I can trill my stop. We're almost at the midpoint here, then I'm gonna trill 298. Okay. So I'm just using the logic of the imbalance of this N walk here, and because we already have one wick lower, high, lower, another wick lower, and I'm also using I do think we're gonna go up here. Why? Because of the monthly candle, the levels. Hey, shoulder gold. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna wait until someone asks me that question because I was putting it up there and I said, let's see if someone notices what I put there. An old, untouched 4 o'clock. You know, I use the 4 o'clock a lot, right? It's my 10-4 model, but normally but this is an old one, and it has to have specifics. It's algorithmically, if it hasn't been mitigated or tested in any ways, I can still use it. But there are a few if-then statements to go with that. But technically, with the 10-4 has to be before 11. But in some cases, you can use it when it's like doing some when you know, like, okay, it's a draw on liquidity, it might take some time. And I've got the previous week high above me. So I thought, you know what? Because I know if there's really a high level of liquidity above us, sometimes it doesn't reach it, right? I don't know if you've noticed that sometimes you're aiming for a level and it just stops like 10 points just before it. So that's why I'm using it. And I'm thinking, okay, if we 61, yeah, it's about 7 points, but it's all about liquidity and you know, balancing out imbalances. And sometimes we need patience for a trade, but hey, I still have to manage my trade. There we go. It's a slow grind up, but we'll see when it might take a while. I might sit here for another hour, just, you know, sweating my pants off, getting bored, getting annoyed at some point. But I really think it's gonna go there. I said it at the beginning of the stream, right? 109 points. Thank you, NQ. Distribution trader, baby. Yeah, shoulder gold. Didn't we talk about the 4 o'clock? Didn't I And weren't you the one that said, "Oh, I think I'm going to add them on my"? Well, that was Steven, I think. I thought I might confuse you. I thought someone said, "Oh, I'm putting them on my chart as well now," but I might be mistaken. Okay, I'm going to take all this away now. We need some space. We don't need this at the moment. What we do need is I might have to, actually it might be wise to just take it when it comes to the annual because we might get a retracement. It might take a long, long time. Oh, we talk about the event horizon. Yes, I talk about a lot of things, don't I? I talk so much. I talk a lot. I'm thinking maybe I should take it off because it's done its job right here. And then we have a part of the wick here. This wick is a large wick though. Let me see because I don't want to be I don't want to be caught in a trade for hours. See, it reaches the end of that wick. Let me see if it gets over the 25%. Well, once it does, I think it's gonna go. Yeah, I think it's gonna go. Yes, I do trill. Thank you. I should have trilled when it hit 998. So I do trill. Yes, I do. But I forget. I talk too much. But if it would slam down on me, I would just that trade. My trade on my account is already trilled. Um, but yes, I do trill. But because I take large moves. The thing is that because I'm getting better at that, when I start trailing, I trill my stop too fast and too high, and then I get stopped out instead of like for example now, let's see how much what trade this is. It might have. I don't want to be stopped out. Where was my stop? Here, right? It was 200 points. Where did I put my stop? I can't remember where it was. I don't know where it was anymore. I think it was a 2R trade. Bye bye. See you. 130 from here. We'll be seeing this as according to my knowledge. We'll confirm you tomorrow. Okay. Well, no, tomorrow we're not Pratik. There is it's Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is some time off. Well, I'm still gonna do some things for the channel though, but let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a large move that I'm asking for, but let's see. I might take it off here at 319 instead of 354. We have a gap here as well, so I think I'm going to take it off at 315-ish because, and maybe if it retraces, I might do another trade to get back in and take that last move because if I'm still trading and maybe if I feel like it, so I think it's better to do that. Just take it off here, just before the little gap here, 315. Yeah, I think that's better because it's just, and then I can always reassess and get back in if it makes a retracement because it's going to make a retracement somewhere from there. And then it could do that now. Yeah, maybe I should get out because it's 312. The macro is done. You see the macro is done. I'm not gonna get out. I'll leave it. It's on a mission. So it did not go to the high here, so I did not really grab the liquidity yet. So that gives me some confidence, even though the macro is over. But I do think we might go down a little bit now, maybe, or let's see. Yeah, I don't want to be in a long trade again. It's a bit hot here today. So you see the macro is over. So what you can expect now is that it might pop, but it could also just reject a little bit and go. I need my drink. It's so hot. I'm sweating. Ah. Oh, I'm on the 5 minute. I'm not even on the 1 minute. Jeez, didn't see that. I don't like my stop. I think my stop is too high. I think it's gonna go here lower and then go back up. Let's see. Don't want to be stopped out. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a long trade. I think I'm gonna leave it at this level here. I think it's gonna be reached. Let's put the stop. I'm just gonna bring it at break even. That's it, because I don't want to be stopped out. I think I want to take this trade the way I was planning it to do. I have confidence in the trade. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Filling the gap, baby. You're filling the gap. Now, it's at the last level, right? The 25%. So let's see what it does. It could get a little bit tired now. Mojito. No, it's not. It's just a mint tea. But no, you don't want to see me drink when I'm on stream. I cannot really. I don't know. I guess maybe that came with getting older. I guess I cannot have a lot of alcohol. Sometimes one is fine, but sometimes one can already be like give have some influence. I don't know. But I do love a good gin tonic. Oh, I love that. But mojitos are nice too. But gin tonic, oh, it's a slow trade, but Now, what gave it away as well, like we didn't go lower than the 50% of the opening range gap, right? So here you have a wick. We did, I don't know if you guys noticed that we did retest the previous day high, so we had like a little wick through it when at 10 o'clock. That's all. That's an algorithmic signature as well here. So I saw this here. Then we had the 50% of the opening range gap. Then we went higher. We tapped into the first presented of this morning, and then we went lower again, but we did not go lower than the 50% again. And the wick, this wick is higher than this wick. Then we had this displacement, and then, well, this was then it was for me like, okay, now this is going to, yeah, I trade mainly from the rejection block. Well, that's what I do all the time. I grade the rejection blocks, um, and yeah, it's one of my favorites. Rejection blocks and breakers are my two favorites. But I literally see every large wick as a rejection block, almost. Because what happens is it uses the wicks as the gradients as oh, I didn't even mention this one here. Did we stop here? Oh yeah, we did a little bit. Okay, I didn't even see that one. But this is a rejection block, right? Right over here. So if you see this happen, this is this rejecting in this block here. So, and then you have this push up. So, and it's above the 50%. So I was already, give me a little bit more time, but this was already very telling to me, like this reset, the retest of the previous day high, like a wick through it at 10. And then this one here at the start of the so talking about the macros, this is not a macro, but the 25, the 20 to 40 does provide runs, right? It is not the macro itself, but it does provide the run, the start of a run. So yeah, so this opening range gap gave me most of the information with the rejection block. Yeah. And during London, I was already I said, okay, if we go up, we need to go up because we have an imbalance, so we only have sell side. If we do go up, we will have a candle going through this, the daily candle, because this is the daily. And look, we are doing it. Now let's see if we can go higher. Closer to my level. Beautiful trade. Nice. Well done. We're almost there. Okay, we filled the N walk. Now let's see if it's ready to higher or, and we've got a new event horizon, shoulder gold. Yes, I'm ICT based. I'm an ICT time based trader. So I am ICB. I think I need a holiday. ICT are my building blocks, and I refine it with more time-based entries and more. I'm looking for algorithmic signatures and things. But most of the things that you see is my basis is ICT foundation. Yes, so like opening range gap, the rejection block, breaker block, first and fair value gaps. I use a lot. The information he provided on the wicks lately, I'm using the NWalks, the event horizon, all ICT. All ICT, baby. It's an ICT friendly zone here. You don't have to trade ICT, but it is an ICT friendly zone. ICT made me profitable, I have to say. I was not profitable until ICT. ICT and time. I think I can trail a little bit more now. Now it's okay. Um, you still have to be careful. Yeah, with this larger moves, you do have to be a little bit more careful. Um, okay, well, this one was already trilled. I've been trading for 6 years now, 3 years ICT, and I've been basically trading the NQ also for I think maybe, well, I say 3 years, but if I started with ICT, and the NQ, a little bit shorter than 3 years, I have to say, honestly, but maybe by now it's 3 years because I've been streaming now for 3 months, so I guess it's 3 years and 3 months ICT and 3 years NQ. Solely really focusing on NQ, on the levels, and on yeah, just really studying the algorithm and I'm looking for. I'm obsessed with the algo. I'm really looking for all those little signatures. So. Um, is the liquidity inside the 5 minute bearish fair engineered? Let me have a look. I'm not even looking. I'm so focused on that 5 minute. Let me go on. What are you looking at exactly? Where are you looking at? I don't see any bearish on the 5 minute. You mean not to the left almost, or we don't have anything? I don't see any engineered. This is just we're just heading for liquidity. Let me go to the 15 minute. I can show you on the 15 minute maybe a little bit better. It's a beautiful move. Wow, I'm really proud of this trade, guys. I really am. Um, okay, we took our previous day high, but you saw we hardly reacted there. Why? Because we have even a higher time. We're going for this one here, previous day high as well. There's a lot here. Previous day high, my old 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, weekly open. 17 November, let me look, yeah. 17 November. Wow, you're looking all the way back. A 5 minute? Are you sure? 5 minute to the left? Yeah, there isn't. 17 November. That's all the way. That's really low. 20 November. Uh, 4:05. What are you looking at? That's really low. looking all the way here. Uh, oh, I see what you mean. You're looking at this. Are you not looking at 18 November? 18 November. This is engineered. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 17 November. Yeah. 4:05. But. I didn't even see that. Yeah, that's my. That is exactly. But that's the level where I'm looking at. That's exactly that 4 o'clock. Yes. You see? That is my OUF. So that's why if you mark all those things, you don't even have to look at those things anymore. Oh, I see something else. We have an unfilled opening range gap above us as well. Where's my price? I know we're going up. I'm not worried. You guys see that above me? There is an oh, we're almost there. Oh, I have to be there. And above us, we have an old unfilled opening range gap. This red box. Where's my text? Oh, here. Here we go. So we might even go higher. So the 4 o'clock is not. It's not that it's the 4 o'clock. It's the 4 o'clock. It does certain things at 4. It creates an imbalance, or it creates liquidity, or it does something where the algorithm refers back to. So that's the importance of the 4 o'clock. It's not only the 4 o'clock. It's different times, but they just, because the algorithm cannot refer to price, right? Because price can be manipulated. Time cannot be manipulated. There's so many minutes in an hour. There's so many seconds in a minute. So that's why the algo refers back to time. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly that 4 o'clock level. No, it's exactly that that level that I've marked here. It's exactly that level. So, yeah. Now let's see. We might even go higher into this unfilled opening range gap here. So that means we have another end walk above us. Let's see. Well, I'm done. Well, I don't know, because we have so many price action here, but we still have. Oh, look at that. 0.5 level of a large wick is exactly in this level. Now that worries me a little bit. Why? If we do go higher, and it might just now retrace, for example, and then I haven't reached my level yet. Oh my God! Then it might take a long time, because we do haven't. If it does go here, I think, oh, then we might go there during the lunch, right? But I want to take this out. Yeah. And we have a event horizon here. See that? Right over here. 4:15. Hallelujah! Come on, give me my trade. Give me 100 points. Hmm. But well, so I mean, you see, that's a good level. Yes, you have to mark those levels as well. But once you start using, for example, for the 4 o'clock, you will start seeing, like, oh, I was looking at that level, and the 4 o'clock is there, for example. So if you start doing that, at some point you don't look as much to those levels anymore because you are trusting the time-based levels. That's why you see always. Um, so for me, when you see all these first presented, they also resembles a specific time, right? So at some point you start to use different things. You don't have to use it. You don't have to look at everything anymore. But I do have another screen where I have all the first presented the AM sessions, the one between the 9:30 and 10 o'clock, because especially the Mondays are very important. Let me check if the Monday one is right where we're going now, because I haven't checked it. Um, I'm a little bit too sure. It's not good to be sure about a trade ever. Like really like, oh, I don't have to look at anything else anymore. Okay, no, we do not. But what do we have here? Friday. So there is a Monday at 5. Is it this one? 9. Where are you? Oh, here. 546, but it's so high. 546. Magnet's working. 546. Are you really gonna go there? I don't think so. Well, it could be. Oh, 546. Well, this could be the end. It might go all the way up again to 569-ish. Well, I'm done with this. When it's this level, I'm not going to do anything. I mean, it's 100 points. I think that's more than enough for one day. This is nice. Finally, a move that just goes in one run, right? I haven't had that for a long time, guys. It's been tough, really, especially in these larger moves. It's been really challenging lately. We might have to wait for the macro, though. Okay, we're almost at this liquidity here. So you also see that the high of this wick is exactly that. It matches up with this. Oh, that's exactly that 17. Oh, I didn't even see that. You see that shoulder gold? This wick here is exactly that 17 November high. I didn't know that. So it all matches. I didn't even notice that. Okay, let me see if everything is sorted. Almost. This is a nice. I'm really happy with this trade, guys. I'm really happy with this trade. Very happy. Come on. It's going to check out before the macro. That will be. I'm actually surprised that we got this in one with literally almost no pullback. Come on. No, I don't think we're gonna. I think we have to wait for the macro. It's okay. We'll wait for the macro. I mean, we can for 440 ticks over 100 points. We'll do that. We're willing to wait. Come on. I'm gonna put it on the 1 minute because I just want to see how the candles print. Come on, baby, go to the level. What are you doing? 2.5. I hate it when you get like a little, when it just doesn't go to your level at the end, and you just, I'm sort of like inclined to take it off already, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it because otherwise, I should have done that before. But I think I'm going to do I put my account one tick below this, actually, just below here. Because this one I put exactly on it, which I never do that, to be honest. I do take it 1, 2 points below. Sometimes even 5, depending, but we'll see. Because we have a macro coming, right? So it might go down now before it takes that level. Well, I think oh, is it happening? I'm just not used to this price action anymore, that I'm really like, oh my god, it's really going now. To check my most important one is there. Oh, you kidding me? Yes. Yay! Yay! I think that deserved the overlay. So double checking if everything is out. Yes, I'm out. Well done. Nice trade. Beautiful move from NQ. Previous week high tight. Let's see what it wants to do. So now there's no more inefficiency here. We have buy side, sell side, buy side. So this one is now balanced. But the question is, how much higher is it going to go? I mean, it should reject here a little bit, the previous week high, right? I'm going to see the 4-hour. Beautiful trade. Nice. Thank you. So we've got event horizon here. And then there's another higher. This was a monthly or weekly wick. Let me have a look quickly again. Yeah, this was the weekly wick that I graded here. Anyone else took that long? Or at least partially? Yeah, I mean that was yeah, it got quiet. You saw how fast how it gets dark, right? It's light and suddenly you look like, hey, she's in the dark now. Yeah. Yeah, this was a beautiful trade. Yeah, but it was for me looking at the NWOG and the inefficiency there and the combination of the opening range gap. So yeah, it was a combination of factors. Um, nice trade. It hasn't been this. I mean, we haven't had such a run for a long time. I mean, I have not been in a run like this for a long time. So yeah, it's a great. I'm happy with this trade, especially for the end of the week, right? So. The 354 level is exactly what a front run TP. Um, wow, it just keeps on going. Maybe I should put the magnet away. It's the magnet guy. It's always the magnet. Look at this run. Wow. There's just a large run. It just keeps on going. I guess it's just going into the event horizon now. I'm going to put the magnet off. Let it go. So we've got the event horizon here, and then we've got that weekly wick. And then, well, I still have this unfilled opening range gap here, this red box. So, hey, if we go into that, that's the 50% of that large wick is this level, almost above the midpoint here. I think I wouldn't be surprised that we're going to fill this gap. Let me go calculate whole range. Yeah, it's a good way to end the week, right? 'Cause technically we are done, but Thanksgiving tomorrow. So let me calculate this whole dealing range. I want to know how far are we in the range. If we're just going to really extend all the way to the upside. 6.2 here. We're almost at 6.2, and then 7.2 is right over here. Yeah, I think we still have, let me see where that unfilled gap is. We are exactly at the 702 level. See that? The high of this unfilled gap is exactly until the 702. So I think we need this other envelope is also still in play with this unfilled opening range gap from 13th of November. I always mark these. It was just literally, it didn't even, I think it just tapped into it with a little wick and then it went away. So I always put those on my chart. And you forget about them because you get, you go far away from them and then suddenly like, oh, what's there? And then on a day like this, everything lines up and then you are prepared, right? Now, I think I'm done with trading because I already made 100 points. But I think the longs are still in play. Lunch is coming. We might get a nice pullback, and then I think there's more room to the upside. In all honesty, let's see. I might do a paper trade. Well, I don't want to. So let's see. It all lines up, but I think we might get a rejection here at the 75 at this blue line or at the event horizon, which is the midpoint. Yeah. Look how strong this is. Wow. Such a strong, really, really beautiful, beautiful move. Let's see, we might get now. Okay, previous week high, even though we were above it, this is a good level where it could reject, right? Where it could have a nice retracement. Now, how far down will it go? How far down will it go? Let me calculate it from here. Put this here. Let's see how far it goes down. Yeah. Ah. I need to clean my chart here. I don't want everything. Oh. Oh my God, guys, I made 400 subscribers. Thank you. I didn't even see that. Thank you, guys. Wow, what a day with that trade. And then and the more important thing for me is just, growing this community and having, thank you. Wow, what a way to end the week. I'm so excited. Thank you. I didn't even see that. I was just like, huh? 400. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Jesus. I just can't believe it. Wow. I don't know what to say. Yeah. I don't know who subscribed. I mean, who's number 400? Oh, it's 401 now even. Oh my God, guys. I know my 200. I know my 71. I know a few because we were just and I think I also know my 100. But normally sometimes you see the names because then it's just you have to have something ticked off to be able to see. But if you don't have that, I just don't see it, and I can't thank you personally. But hey, guys, thank you. You know who you are most likely, but welcome to the family, I guess. 401 now. Jeez. Wow. I guess it's because they're good trade. What if I have a bad trade? Are you gonna unsubscribe, right? Gosh, amazing. Love it. Well, hey guys, um, that's why I started the Discord as well, so we can also communicate outside the normal hours. So let me check the Discord, by the way. If we have, so there won't be any streams for, I guess, tomorrow and Friday. But yeah, let's see if there's anything we can do on Discord, maybe 1 or 2 hours. If there's any interest in it, but let me make sure to share the Discord. Copy it. And guys, we've got a beautiful WIC University with a lot of, it's going to post a lot of interesting stuff, educational, very well. It's just exactly, we have similar ways of trading, but also the logic, it's a little bit, we have similar, I think it's almost similar, but I love what he's doing. So I'm very excited that he's willing to share his knowledge in our Discord server. So I can't be more happier, guys, and how things are going. I cannot say it enough. Let me. So, if for free, if you want to share um, feedback or ideas for the Discord channel of things we want, it's like a couple of hours per week. I think I want to put some effort in the Discord, also like being educational and things like that. So we haven't done much of it. I've asked a couple of times, but it's still a very small group. So we'll see. We'll see. We're growing organically, so we're just letting it go with the flow. Oh, Natombi, thank you. Where are you from? Are you from South Africa or other country in Africa? Or are you living somewhere else? Because I have a few. Totally, I know someone who has the same name in South Africa. That's why I'm asking South Africa, but it could be another country. Educate me, because he might have come from another country. You got a yeah, I got a banger. I mean, that was awesome trade, right? And reading it and you know, it's been challenging the last few weeks. So that's why I'm really happy, Avneet. You've seen me struggle a couple of times, right? And even though sometimes the trades were green, but oh my God, it was such a struggle and not easy. And this one is just, you know, you read it properly, everything lines up, timing lines up, you get in, you're comfortable. I mean, that has been a while that I have this feeling. Yes, you are from South Africa. I knew it. I knew it. Welcome. Where are you from in South Africa? I'm in KwaZulu-Natal, by the way. But I'm originally from Limpopo, originally Dutch from the Netherlands, but based in Limpopo. But I've moved to KwaZulu-Natal for just 1 year. So, but I love Limpopo. I want to get back to Limpopo. Um, I'm a Lowveld, crazy type. What I was looking for, I was looking for. I knew. I was thinking. I know that name. The South African name. Yeah. I'm gonna put the Discord in the chat because I want people to want to join, so you can guys. You don't have to go to the. I'll put it in the description, but then you don't have to go to the description. Um, okay. Here we go. I'll pin it. So feel free to join, guys, and feel free to also give comments and introduce yourself. That's yeah. I really want to get things going on the Discord as well, and do some more stuff for you guys, whatever you need or want. Okay. How's the trade going? It's going a little bit down, right? Let's see. Hmm. Oh, you're born in Limpopo. Oh, so you know Limpopo. Yeah, I love Limpopo. I can't wait to go back to Limpopo, to be honest. Um, okay, now let's look at what time is. Oh, thank you, Franco Pasquino, for subscribing. Stream Elements now is showing the names finally. Well, a bit late, Stream Elements. Okay, well, so we are now. I think we. I wonder if there's more room to the downside. Doesn't look like it, right? But we should go a little bit lower. This is one of those days really hard to get in, right? I mean, where do you get in on a trade like this? I mean, I got in very early, but you know, sometimes I don't manage to get in, but it was just that everything was lining up. And but then I'm like, that was for me the whole last 2 weeks. Like there was a move, and then like, where do I get in? How do I do my risk reward? And it just doesn't, you know, you have hardly any retracements, and even the retracement they don't go into a order block or in a propulsion block. Not, yeah, let's call it a propulsion block. For example, here, where you go, okay, here we get a little bit of we get a move here, but it could go further down again. It's a bit tricky. Let's see. I would love to see it go further down. Oh, this was one of the things that Sometimes what you can do to calculate it, right, is a little trick that I just was actually testing this, right? Let me see, does this work here now? Sometimes when you don't have any retracement, or it goes lower here. Okay, this is 62. Yeah, I think it should go lower, a little bit lower. Fantastic. Yeah, yeah, thank you so much. Okay, Amos, I'll see you. Thank you for subscribing and joining the family, and thank you for your honesty. And yeah, and we're happy to help here. So just come on to the Discord, and Riku's here as well. He loves to help. So, and we've got some awesome people in the chat as well in the Discord. So see you again next after the Thanksgiving weekend. Oh, you're from Como? Wow, we've got people from everywhere. Welcome, welcome, Pato. Yeah, that was a really. I mean, I'm very happy with this trade. I'm just happy with everything today. Because the chat, the trade. I cannot be more happier today, guys. So I'm almost like shit. It's a long weekend, but it's okay because I want to make some content as well and focus and do some things in the Discord. So it's good to have some days that I can focus on that because I do trade. I like to stream, so my streams can be quite long, and I do it twice a day. So it's good that maybe I have a few days off so I can focus on some other things that I want to do. But hey guys, if you have any comment, please let me know. Don't hold back because yeah, don't hold back. So who is still waiting for a trade? Are you guys still interested in trading? Are you still wanting to? Are you waiting for a pullback to go into the higher area? I do think I if I look at the, let me just do some calculations, by the way, because we had an 830 candle. What's the 830 candle? See, the 830 didn't do much, right? That means normally I use the 830 a lot to make some measurements, but let's calculate this little manipulation move. Hmm. I think it's not really wise to enter now in for the long. I would really wait a little bit. I think they will. Let's see where we are when we use these levels. Check some levels to make sure what the range is. Okay, so we rejected exactly at 2. So if we get we could get a pullback to 1.5, right? Because if we reject, but we could also go to 2.5 and then make a rejection. But we actually did go to 1.5. You see that? So it could be, this could be it. Standard deviation 2, and then we went back into 1.5, right? You see this candle? So technically it could be enough. Now, I'll have a look at some other levels. What can be the full dealing range for today? Where are you? Ooh. Let me have a look. God, it's so hot here. I feel like I'm sweating. I love heat, don't get me wrong, but no, we're not going to go to 492. It's too high. So, well, we might actually. Are we going to 500? 497. 497. Is that in the cards? Are you serious? Um, could be. Hmm. Well, I know honestly, we might have to go. We could go all the way to 500. So it's possible. It is possible. Somewhere around the 500 level. Mm, that's insane. But it's possible. 495-ish. Are we going to 495? 497-ish. Well, let's say 500, almost 500. Um, could be. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I left this on the screen. Okay, let's go. A little gap here. Okay. Okay, we finally got the move to the downside a little bit. Um, yeah, I don't think I'm going to trade anymore. But let me just go over the. So we still have this unfilled opening range gap here from 13th of November, right over here. So I do think that's in the card. See, I said 500. Yeah, I think even now, if I look at the everything lining up, yeah, shoulder gold. I don't think I'm going to wait for the whole because I don't think the move it might be 130ish. So I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'm going to stay that long, but hey, you never know with me, right? I'll see you later. Have a nice weekend, a long weekend. Um, so this here is unfilled, and we are so bullish. I think we have. Well, it's obvious that we have an extension day, right? It's not really um, not something that is a surprise for anyone. So I think we're just going to extend all the way up to 500, but maybe even high, maybe even here, 555, because we have another N walk here. But it first needs to go to the event horizon. So from there on, then you'll take it to here, right? So you really want to take it level by level. But I mean, we went to 2. It could go down from here, but I don't think so. I think we still have some gas in the tank. Standard 4, where 6? 6 is standard deviation 6 is exactly filling the full opening range gap. So it's the one. This is the 13th of November opening range gap, totally unfilled. I think there was just one little wick that went into it, and then it just boom went south. So I have it on my chart already since 13th of November. waiting for the day to come to finally fill it. But I'm already happy with my 100-point trade. It was actually 109 points, to be honest. So I'm okay, but I do think this gap is still in the cards for today, for the afternoon session. And yeah, so we have some gradients as well in this area. So does anyone have some plans for? I mean, the people in the U.S. Any plans for Thanksgiving? Mm, I think in the UK they don't have Thanksgiving, right? It's only the US that celebrates it. We didn't have Thanksgiving in the Netherlands either. We didn't do anything. I want to get rid of this line. Well, anyway, it's not giving it. Okay, you're getting a nice retracement down. Let's calculate this whole range quickly. So where's point to enter? I'll focus here. Get rid of this. My thing is playing up. Here we go. Calculate it from here. Okay, let's see if we can go to this. If it goes all the way to here, or it's going to reject here already. I just love price action. I can read. I love tape reading. I want to get rid of you. You learn so much from tape reading, and especially when you're not trading, it's just you see so much more. The moment you're in a trade, you don't see a lot of things anymore because you're focused on the trade, right? So I think because doing this stream, I also learn a lot more because I am more focused also on tape reading. And especially in the beginning, I was struggling to get into the trades while I was talking because you're doing so much things. You get used to it now after 3 months. Yes, finally. But it really helps tape reading to get better in trading and paper trading. I love paper trading because it really you need to study or you need to practice execution and then you. Oh, I need my drink. Oh gosh, I think I'm sweating. I never sweat. Okay, so you see what's happening here. I'll just wait till I think I'm just going to stay a few more minutes, guys, and I think I'm going to I'll put some things in the Discord if I see some interesting stuff. But I do think that this unfilled opening range gap is in the cards. I don't think the full it could go all the way, but I wonder if it's halfway is enough for today. But on the other hand, if it keeps on going up, it's standard 60. Where's standard the 60 deviation is exactly on the top, so you could go all the way up here and fill the whole opening range gap. Let's have a look at the end wall. Well, yeah, I don't think it's going to fill the whole end wall because it doesn't need. There's not like a with this one. My thesis was because I saw there was only buy side here, and my thesis was okay. We need a full daily candle going through it, so that's why I was sure about this trade. But for here, it's a bit of a guess, but I just think this opening range gap is going to be filled. It's all RTH gap. I call it opening range, but it's yeah, it's RTH gap, right? It's the same like this one here, which really helped me today to frame my trade as well because we only went to 0.5 and we tested the previous day high by wicking through it. It was just really helping me because I was already eyeing this end wall with that like buy side inefficiency. So this open range gap really helped me frame my trade, and yeah, it was a good day. So I think I'm going to leave it here. Stay safe, but yeah, just be careful. Use time, use the macros, and um, I think it would be maybe best to wait till 1:30 to see when they start moving up. I think the move is still going to the upside, but I'll keep an eye on it. I will keep an eye on it and post some things in the Discord. Um, are there anyone? Does anyone have a question or comment before I head off? There won't be any streams tomorrow. I don't think, I don't think it's just, I wouldn't mind doing it, but I don't think there is a lot of opportunity. There might be a few opportunities, but it's just going to be very slow price action. And actually, I'm talking about Friday. Friday is half a day, but I don't think it's just going to be very slow, and especially after a move like this. Um, I think it's better not to anticipate. Um, but who knows? So I won't be there for 2 days, but we'll be back to on Monday. And who knows? In the Discord, might do a few things. Oh, light one. It's from made in China. Just doesn't stops working at some point, right? Just very shortly. I need to buy a new one, I guess. But anyway, no comments, no questions. Anything else you want to say? Then it rests me to say I wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving, if those who are celebrating, and those who are not, have a nice weekend. Maybe some of you have also a long weekend. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Um, and yeah, maybe we'll do something in the Discord. But anyway, for now, thank you so much, everyone. I really, it's been such a beautiful end of the week. It's so weird to say on a Wednesday, right? It's really weird. But thank you for supporting and hanging out with me, and yeah, just being part of the family. I really appreciate it. So can't wait to be back on Monday. Really. Ciao for now. And if you have any content ideas you want me to make, will you be Anand? Will you be regular? You mean if I stream regularly? Is that your question, Anand? I stream every day, London session, but I know you probably trade maybe the Nifty. But I trade the London session and the New York session. Sometimes New York AM session and sometimes New York PM sessions. And sometimes I do a marathon if the price action is really good and I have time, and I do that. But yeah, I stream. I've been streaming regular for 3 months every day. Haven't missed a day. I have missed a session though. I fell asleep because it's night here, and I was supposed to do the PM session. And I was like, oh, I just ate. Let me just watch a series and in bed. It's 2 more hours before I have to go on, and I fell asleep. So that happened. But I was there on the London session. So anyway, but yes, Anand, I am every day here. Will you be joining? Okay, so that's it for now, guys. I need to close the doors here because we had a lot of insects coming in. So I'll see you back on Monday or in the Discord. Ciao, ciao, everyone. Have a lovely